big size player, Kyle Kozlowski out of, what was out of Chicago? Now it's out of Krakow, Poland. So, Kyle, what's happened?
Not much, dude. I'm just still in this trade. Up like 26 grand right now.
Okay, what are you
What's
in right
your
now?
trade?
I'm long on NASDAQ right now.
Where are you long from?
And this chop is just awful.
Where are you long from right now?
Yeah, let me see. This was
You've been long all day then.
Yeah, I don't know if this is good or not. I'm long as well from 44s. Had my day down about 900. Was down. High water mark was 4,000. Not liking it. I'm doing everything you should not do today. So I'm showing people that, and you're going to show us and tell us all the things that you should be doing today. So, Kyle, give us like a little bit of your background. You were just on here. You put up the biggest day Topstep's ever had. You're in a live account. We pulled you up a while ago, just like we did Patrick, and that we did about 15, 20, 30 minutes ago. We got some pro ballers. When I say pro ballers, like excellent traders that are trading on our prop account that we're excited about. We pull them up from the express funded account when we start to see they're doing well. So our team got you early, and we're really excited about that. So give us a little bit about your background really quick. I know you've done this before, and then we're just going to shoot you some questions, and everybody get to know you and your trading style.
Yeah, for sure. So my background is I started trading right after COVID hit on that massive drop in the stock market. And I started out with penny stocks, and I moved into options on penny stocks, and then I moved into blue chip stocks, only trading options. And then I finished my options career with SPX, 0-day expiry options.
Nice.
And then, yeah, that was something. It made me lose a bunch of hair, so I had to go to Turkey and get brand new hair.
Oh yeah, check. He went to Turkey.
But,
oh, well, there you go. I mean, that helps. Yes, I know. Okay, cool. So you've been crushing it there, or sorry, that's been your path. But then you came over to futures. Is futures where you're finding your success, or have you? Consistently.
So, I mean, I had a lot of success with the SPX options.
Yeah,
I made just ridiculous amount of money, just really fast, but then easy come easy go, so I did lose quite a bit.
Right.
I am enjoying futures more just because there's no delta, no theta.
Yep.
So it's nice to be able to hold for 4 hours if you think there's a trend happening, or the market sentiment, if you're right about it, you can make decent amount of money without having to worry about the time pressure. So
yeah,
that's my favorite part about futures.
Yep.
I do like playing on volatility. Probably one of my favorite things. So that's the only downside to futures. You don't get, massive gains from those high volatility moments.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's all around safer. So it's a little bit less stress, which I like.
What do you what's your goals as a trader? Just I want to jump to that really quickly. Like what do you or is it a lifestyle play? Is it just get a bunch of cash, put it in your pocket and go buy the boat, or travel, or what is it?
I mean, the money is always good. You know what I mean? Why do I do it? The reason I'm doing Topstep and like coming on here is like the money isn't that important, because I do own a couple companies and do some other stuff, but I'm kind of here for the glory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for the ego, for sure, man. For the belt, you're doing it for the belt.
Yeah, and I think it's just fun. You know what I mean? Just sitting here, clicking a few buttons, making a shitload of money.
That's the secret. Don't tell everyone. Don't tell everybody. That's the secret. So let me ask you: you primarily trade NASDAQ? Do you mess with any other products? Crude? Yes. Anything else? Or is just primarily NASDAQ because you like the volatility?
Yes, NASDAQ right now.
Yeah, you like the action. I feel that. So, what are the other companies? You mentioned you had a couple other companies last interview. What were they? What are they? What do they do?
So I have an HVAC company.
Oh, nice.
EcoTemp HVAC. We're based in Chicago.
I've seen your trucks.
Oh, really?
I've seen your trucks. That's you?
Yeah.
No way.
My partner, Jordan.
Can you guys do geothermal? I'll test you later.
At night. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if you saw them at night, but they they glow in the dark.
Really?
So, okay, so hold on. You have this company, and then now you moved to Krakow, and then you got guys managing it, your partner?
Yeah, we have employees, and my partner likes to, be the boots on the ground. He loves, the technician side of HVAC.
Yeah, yeah.
I handle all the back end, digital marketing, finances, stuff like that.
Man, I should switch to you guys. I got a house in there, and I was radiant heating. You got geothermal, right, Andre?
I got geothermal. Can you guys do geothermal?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk later.
You got 2 new clients right there.
Yeah, you do.
Hell yeah.
All right, sweet.
Well, that's bad. Okay, so tell us about, dive us in on what's going on in your head right now. You've been trading, I would say, more than lights out. I haven't seen a trader do this in a long time. I'm sorry I'm talking in your no-hitter right now, but we got to get you on. You got great confidence. You keep yourself confident. Sounds like you haven't gone into this cocky phase where traders get to, because you're still managing your stuff pretty well and putting up days. And then your down days are still keeping it around 3 on the down day, which is a hell of a day to be able to stop yourself, regroup, and come back the next morning and put up a 20 or an 18 or 30 or 60, which is, to me, coming back with a smarter, clearer head, which is like pro ball level trading. So walk us through your trading day.
Please. Thank you.
Yeah, I started a little bit before pre-market, right around the London Open. And honestly, I went long when I saw a pivot point. So I went long, and I made like 17 grand or something like that. And then I ended up going short for multiple trades and basically burning the whole 17 grand this morning in pre-market. And then, it was just so bullish that I was just like, I'm literally just going to go long and hold. And it's just so bullish that I pretty much know I can't go wrong with this trade. Right now, it's a little sketchy because, we are up quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think we're going to pump. But if we do dump to 920 here, then I'm out. And I'm going to
that's
whatever it is.
You're locking in profits. You're locking in profits that way.
Yeah.
Well, you still be like me. I'll take my biggest losing day in the last few weeks if it comes down to 20. So I'm long 6 slots right here from 40s.
You're on a sixer?
Yeah, I'm on a sixer. I'm doing everything that I don't like, and I was trading on tilt. And I told you what's another 3. So yeah, this is me feeding my my devil right now. Which, my God, it sucks. But your NASDAQ plays and how you're playing the NASDAQ. Do we have his screen to share? And if we don't, can you tell us kind of some of the things that you look at before you even get into the trade?
For sure, absolutely, please.
Yeah, I could share my screen if it lets me.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you can share it in Rendezvous with that option if you want to share. Then James.
Can you really?
Just one person.
I got you. I never knew that.
Workarounds for other stuff.
Gotcha. Dude, everyone in the chat's saying how chill Kyle is. Maybe I'm taking this trading stuff too seriously. Maybe there's something to that. The calm demeanor.
Yeah. You got
what phases you, Kyle? Does anything phase you? What pisses you off?
Pisses me off is when I make 17 grand in the morning and then I shit it all away.
That'll do it.
Over trading.
That'll do it.
Little dips. I was up another 10 grand. Right now I'm at 24 grand profit.
Damn.
And that doesn't really faze me just because, this is what the stock market does. It goes up and down. You know what I mean? The way that I see it is this little pullback right now is just, reloading for the giant spike up.
Fuck it. I'm buying something.
I'm thinking.
So when you're thinking that, that we use that word growing legs. So it's like loading up, growing legs. So guys, when you hear me say growing legs, Kyle calls it sounds like reloading, and it's doing some sideways action. Seems like it is reloading as where you're at, but it is kind of squeezing to the downside. So I don't know if it's squeezing out all those weak longs. I know I have a pretty tight.
I'm getting long.
Yeah, so great. Everybody's long now, and we have 72% of folks short on the S&P. So that's a little telling, but. So okay, tell us what else you doing, and what platform are you trading on?
I'm on Quant Tower. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it right now.
So. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay, take us
I'm
through.
on power.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so yeah, I mean, right now, honestly, it's like channeling down. I'm hoping that it's gonna hit a massive liquidity pocket right here and just spike up. But if it doesn't, I'm just gonna get out and call it a day. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much chart all the pivot points. As you can see, I have like a ton of lines on my screen. Sometimes it gets a little annoying, but
How are you finding it? Where are these pivot points? Where are you getting these? Show us like one of them, like the recent one.
Right. I mean, so it came down to this line multiple times. So I slapped a line right there, and it's trying to hold it, right? And let's see, like another one right here. It hit this line multiple times. Had some consolidation right here too. These are just points where people have a ton of buy orders. So, if I'm not in a trade and I see it dropping like a rock, I'm gonna wait for it to hit one of these lines, wait for a little confirmation. Probably wait for the candle to close, and then that'll be my entry, right? So I like to play like reversals and like liquidity sweeps.
Well, I got some questions in here, and Andre, if you see any as well. What time frame are you using for your pivot points?
1 minute and 5 minute. I look at both.
Okay. And then
start a little bit on the 30-minute too.
And then just so we're all on the same page, I think he's right. Is your pivot points just another name for support and resistance? I call them area of importance because it bounced off. So is that what you're okay? Same, guys.
Yeah. So I mean, the way that I think about it is like 95% of traders, retail traders, that is, or lose. You know what I mean? So I try not to call them support and resistance because that's what everybody calls it.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, in my head, I'm trying to do the opposite of what every single retail trader knows.
Yep.
So I can get my edge on the market. Because if I do what everyone's doing, then I'm going to be part of that 95%, right?
Correct.
So,
I love it.
And that's what we talk about on the tilt. We talk about the majority and what the majority is doing. Now sometimes the majority does get it right.
It works.
It works, yeah.
Sometimes they get paid, but
Yeah. But the point of what I think Kyle's saying is if you're part of the majority, those that see a trade, that's probably not the right trade. It might be actually the opposite of that, and all that kind of good stuff. So where your head's at right now, Kyle, is pretty damn good.
Hey, Kyle, let me ask you something. How did you find Topstep?
how did I find Top?
Yeah, did you drive by I have a penthouse condo downtown.
In Old Town, yeah. Did you see
slapped the sign on there back in 2010.
It's still there. It's still there, Michael.
Yeah, it is still. I know. My maintenance guy is supposed to update it. I told him, he's like, they won't let me get on the roof. I'm like,
It's vintage now.
But yeah, there's one right on the corner. One right in the corner of Russian Division, but not Russian Division and Wells. But how'd you get started? How'd you find out about Topstep?
No, that's funny because I mean I can't say for sure because I just found out about you guys when I was already overseas. But I lived at NEMA in the South Loop, right off Roosevelt in Indiana.
Yep.
And Old Town was one of my favorite spots, so I was there quite a bit. But I found out about you guys through a trading group I was in. I was actually planning on buying half that company, but it didn't work out. And basically, I just saw them talking. At first, they started talking about Apex a lot. I think they're still using Apex for some reason. I don't get it because just terrible payout schedule and just drawdowns and bullshit.
You said it, man.
But they mentioned you guys as well. So. I tried Apex. I tried you guys. Apex, I never got a payout on it. I got a bunch of PA accounts. I probably had like 10 or something like that I was copy trading.
Well, that's the shtick over there. How many counts can you keep copy trading? But hey, we're not talking about them.
But we're glad to have you here, man.
Yeah, glad to have you here.
You're a freaking all-star. The people love you.
We like these type of traders that trade like you over here at Topstep. We'll let the old scratch ticket lottery pickers stay over there.
Spit my drink out.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the one thing you can't trade like me with Apex because the drawdown is it's not static until, you know, you make some profit.
The intraday drawdown where you get busted out when you're up money again.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Okay, so tell us more. Okay, that's you were looking at that, and then the next thing, what'd you do?
And then I started trading my own money actually, because they kept on, like, in this group. It's called 870 Trades. They kept on talking about how futures are so much better than options. You know what I mean? I joined that group and I like bought their you know, education course or whatever. It was like one-on-one training plus like, you know, option plays and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they all switched to futures while I was in SPX, and I got myself in a rut. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to get out of futures, get out of options and like check out futures. Then I used my own money. I lost, I think, 20 grand within a week. And I was just like, oh shit, like there's just something wrong with my trading right now. I was like, how can I lower my risk? Because, you know, I needed to get myself out of the rut. You know what I mean? Like, well, I think when you start losing a shitload of money in trading, it's more of a mental thing than anything. So I thought there was something wrong with my head. So I tried to figure out a way to minimize my risk, but still be able to make a shitload of money. You know what I mean? I'm not here to make $100, $200 or whatever. You know what I mean? I need to make, you know, decent amount of money.
What's decent?
Then,
what's a decent amount?
What's decent?
20 grand. I'm happy with 20 grand.
Look at that. He can't even keep. Look at his smile. Look at his smile on his face, dude. No, respect, dude. Like, so today's a good day.
Yeah. Today's a pretty good day. I had a good day yesterday too. I was up 27 grand actually, just like I am right now. And you know, I held for the retracement and I sold for 20K profit, and then my dumb ass hit the reverse button. Instead, I just the close position, and then of course I sold at the bottom. I actually have like a 4-hour video on my YouTube channel of it, and then it was just a chain reaction of just terrible trades, trying to revenge trade my profits back, and it was just not good. So yeah, I mean, you know, just like with this trade, if I get down to 20K profit, or like, you know, the stop loss right here, if it breaks this level, I'm just going to get out and just be done for the day. I'm not going to do what I did yesterday.
What size are you trading?
I'm doing 15 lots.
Straight. Nothing less, nothing more. Just 15s.
So you got 15 on right now.
So yeah, so right now I have 15. At the beginning of the day, you know, I'll start out with 3 to 5, build a nice cushion, because if you start out with, like, I did this so many times, like last week and this week. I just went super heavy right in the beginning, and then, you know, hit my 3K daily loss limit and was just done trading for the day. So I try to start out a little bit smaller to build a little cushion, you know what I mean? And then I'll start going heavier if I see a good trade.
Yep.
Well, speaking of bad trade, I just got stopped out, so I'm done for the day. So it came down to 23s. So if you like those 20s, did you get stopped out because those 20s didn't touch it? And usually when you get stopped out, like I just did, it's gonna go your direction, Kyle.
Hey Kyle, real quick, they want to know your Instagram handle. So plug your stuff right now, real quick.
All right, it's damn good _ Kyle.
Damn good.
Look at this guy, man.
He's just reeking of confidence.
I love it, man. You got swag. You got some swag.
That's awesome.
My YouTube channel is Damn Good DeFi, because I used to go pretty hard in crypto, and then I kind of stopped trading crypto. So I was like, what can I change my name to? I was like, well, my name's Kyle, so I'm just gonna replace DeFi with Kyle.
Very nice. Damn
That's
good, Kyle.
nice.
I found you.
I like it. So go ahead.
There is a point I want to make right here, because you got stopped out, you know what I mean? So like, you see how, you know, they're wicking right here, just like I mentioned before. You know, all the retail traders are watching probably this level because of this drop right here. And then, you know, once these wicks happen, they're like, oh, I'm just going to put it just a little bit below those wicks. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's not always the best idea to do it, but that's why I always try to put it, you know, quite a bit lower than all those, just in case some bullshit wick happens like what just happened.
Yeah,
you're talking about your stops.
Yeah. And getting stopped out right now, and Mick just asked if I want to move it. I told him yes.
What was the answer? I knew it.
There's so much right now that I'm like livid about. I get those wicks that you just saw. You look at the 5-minute wick down, wick down, wick down. But then also the NASDAQ. When you read that stuff, the NASDAQ will pull these crazy ass, huge ass, like rippers, get you, and then every market does this, but something about these exaggerated moves in the NASDAQ just bug the absolute hell out of me. But then also, if you're catching it, it's such a great feeling too. So what are you looking at right now as far as where the market's? I mean, it's trending sideways. We've been trading around the 30. It's going down to 23. I think the high of the last 10 bars in the 5 minutes, like 40s, 45s. So, what are you thinking right now? Yeah. You still like your position, right?
I still like it. I think we're gonna pump super hard. I just think it's gonna take a while. Yeah. Also, I don't want to go below 20K profit. So, if it comes down any further, which I think it actually might. I don't know, dude. Days like these are just so shitty. It's like I don't even want to trade, but
look at you.
I'm already in, and I see potential, so I guess I'm just gonna trade. But like these are just the worst days.
Let's see. What
also, back to like those wicks that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
I usually don't even have a stop loss. A hard stop loss here. You know what I mean? I'll put it like way down here just in case like. Russia shoots down a U.S. drone or something like what happened before.
Is your daily loss
mental stop losses? Sorry.
Is your daily loss more of your stop? Is that because it sounds like it sort of kind of is? It's kind of like I should be done for the day, and you're honoring those. You haven't moved it, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm keeping it there. I'm keeping it there right now. There's those days where I'm like, oh, hold on, it's just gonna go down just a little bit more, and I just keep moving it down, and I burn my account. You know what I mean? So, so I'm definitely just gonna stick to this stop loss at 920.
920. Hey, I got a question from the viewers, Kyle, about your pivot points. Are they ask Kyle about the pivot points, and is it an indicator to you?
No, it's not an indicator. It's literally these lines that I draw pretty much every single day. These are just a few pivot points. I mean, there's a ton of them, and then the major pivot points are these boxes here. Today they just kind of ran through these pivot points. I mean, it
just accelerated to the upside.
Kind of go past it and then consolidate and then take off. But yeah, I mean, so like pivot points are essentially, supply and demand, I guess you could say, because, it's a spot where either, the stock dropped too fast, so buy orders weren't filled, and then they're still sitting there, and then, they got to get filled. So when price reaches back to, this line, it's going to spike up a little bit, because there's still buy orders sitting there, right? I mean, that's what pivot points are.
Yep.
Essentially, it's supply and demand. There's a bunch of demand right here, and then up here, I didn't even draw the top one here yet. I'd say this is a pretty good supply zone right here. There's a bunch of sell orders here from the people that, or maybe even the institutions that had their buy orders right here. So it's going to pump up, boom, and then they're just going to sell right back down, and then do whatever else they do. And pivot points are basically just like, just places to make an entry,
for sure. So supply and demand, like you're saying.
I don't see any trend lines on yours. I don't see anything like that. It's just levels. Your level, you just have your levels, and you're seeing how the market's setting up around your levels. Is that kind of a good kind of high level summary of how you trade?
Yeah, so I will draw a trend line, but then I usually delete it right after if it breaks. But yeah, for the most part, it's all just price levels, because I mean, price action and liquidity are the most important things in the market, I'd say. You know what I mean?
Did you have any trading mentors, or did you teach yourself and just learn like by trial and error?
I did have a lot of trial and error, a lot, but I did pay for some courses. I bought the Warrior Trading course.
And a Warrior.
That was like kind of like that for me.
Yeah.
And then I bought, a lifetime student membership with that group I mentioned earlier, 870 Trades, for options. There's a guy there named Brian. He's got one arm, fucking super cool dude.
He's got one arm.
And he still trades with one arm, doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. You're good, man. You're good. Let it fly, dude.
He taught me a lot of stuff, basically just the fundamentals, and then I kind of just created my own style from that.
What's been your greatest lesson then out of all trading? Where'd you turn the corner?
Good question, Michael.
Thank you, Andre.
Yeah, I like that.
Where did I turn the corner?
When did the light bulb go turn on?
Yeah, when the light bulb turned on, when did you start seeing, okay, I'm clicking now? Everything I've taken from my past is now starting to come together. I feel good.
Yeah.
Like you feel you're in that confident sweet spot. You're no longer timid. You're not chasing money. You're no longer overconfident like a rookie.
No, every day is different, though. You know what I mean? Like some days I will trade fearful. You know what I mean? Some days I do get a little scared. And some days, I get overconfident and I overtrade, just like yesterday. Like, it's that's like a hard thing to get over, I think. You know what I mean? You got to be like very, very in tune with your mind and like just yourself overall. So I don't want to say every day is different because I do try to trade mechanically for the most part. But I definitely still have those days where I just completely get emotionally hijacked and just do some dumb shit. And it's not all the time, but it does happen. But I guess my turning point, my major turning point was just, when I started just basically seeing and feeling like what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like just after staring at charts for so many hours a day for so many years, it's like I feel like I've pretty much seen everything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So when I'm looking at them now, I could kind of tell like, okay, like, there's a 50% chance that, it's going to break this level and go to the downside. You know what I mean? So I guess my major turning point was when I started looking at everything like probabilities. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And not counting my trades or like not always trying to go for winners. You know what I mean? Like losing trades are part of the game. And
yeah, we just literally talked about that a half an hour ago. Losses are ordinary, necessary part of the day. And yes, guys, I am long right now. I am doing exactly what I shouldn't, and I'm going to either teach everybody here what you shouldn't do, or get effing lucky because I'm on tilt right now.
Hey, Kyle. So if you do have a bad day, what do you do to get over it? Do you do anything? Do you like?
I'll go to the gym.
Gym.
I'll go to the gym or like, do some other stuff. I get really pissed off sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, it's.
Have you ever?
Just try to do something physical to kind of, loosen myself up. You ready for the next day again?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I feel like trading is like such a demanding job. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of mental energy, and I think it's physical energy too, just because you're thinking so hard, and like your body.
Do your friends and family understand?
You get stressed
like that, to that point, to that point, how demanding it is. Do you have friends and family that you find that don't understand like the demands of trading and what it does to us psychologically and stuff?
Oh, my family hates what I do.
Yup. Okay, cool. Yep. All right, we're in the same boat.
Yeah. If I listen to my parents or, anyone else in my family, I'd probably still be, washing trailers like I used to, power washing trailers. So I wouldn't own any companies. I wouldn't be making money trading. I really wouldn't be doing anything. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Once once my first business took off, which was like a web design and SEO agency, I realized that, parents, they want the best for you, but, unless you want to be exactly like them, then don't listen to it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, if you listen to your parents, then you're going to get what they have. So if your parents are ultra successful, then, you probably should listen to them. You know what I mean? My parents, I mean, they're doing all right. You know what I mean? But they didn't have the life that I wanted. So, I chose to do my own thing.
Yeah. Are they in Chicago still, or are they out in Poland?
No, my mom's in Chicago, and then my dad's in Florida.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, let's go on your personal side, really. What do you do for kicks? What's your hobby?
Yeah. People want to get to know you.
People want to find out about your girlfriend. Maybe. Go ahead.
So right now, I have a little Thai baby. When I was in Thailand, I honestly, I wasn't expecting to get in a relationship with this girl, but it kind of happened. She's just such a good girl, such a sweetheart, and she's just so supportive. And I believe if there aren't that many good girls. I've been around the block quite a few times, and I've seen what kind of girls are out there. And man, it's kind of depressing, like what's happening.
She know you trade?
Yeah,
she knows you trade.
She knows he trades.
Okay, cool. Do you go see her? I assume I don't know. Where's she at?
She's in Chiang Mai in Thailand.
Okay.
I was just over there last month. I wasn't planning on staying in Poland this long. I was actually gonna either go back to Asia because it's kind of cold here. You know what I mean? Just like Chicago.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to be in the cold anymore, but.
Yeah, I remember your last interview. You said you're not coming back to Chicago anytime soon. What's up with that? No, nothing to do.
I just lived there my whole life, and
gotcha.
I don't know. I just like new things. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
Like Poland, completely different than Chicago. You know what I mean? The look, the feel, the people, the culture. Like, just I just get bored semi easily. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Do you have dual citizenship?
I'm actually working on that right now. Yeah,
okay,
I should be having my Polish passport here soon.
I know Andre's Polish too, and I think you guys were working on that at one point, right, Andre?
Yeah. You gotta go to council. You can probably do it out there too.
Yeah. So okay, cool. So
what's that?
Mówisz po polsku?
A little bit. Not like you. I can understand it. When my mother's yelling at me and swearing at me, I understand it perfectly, but I can't speak it that great.
What
that's part of my Polish too.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun? What do you? You said you work out and everything too. Do you do any, I don't know, other sports or activities, or what do you, gamer, or what do you do?
Yeah, I game a shitload. Actually, that was my first business ever. It was a World of Warcraft boosting company.
Really?
And
what's that?
Basically, I would people would pay me to either log into their accounts or invite them to my group in like rated battlegrounds or in arena. I was a PvP booster, and I'd basically just carry them to whatever rank they want, so they could get whatever loot or rewards they got or just look cool. You know what I mean? And then I had to liquidate that company because one day I was driving home. And I got a call from an unknown caller, and I answered. They're like, "Hey, is this Kyle Kozlowski?" I'm like, "Who's asking?" "Hey, this is Ron Rigoli with Blizzard Entertainment. I'm an attorney general." So I hung up on him as soon as he said that because I just don't want to talk to a lawyer.
What were they calling about?
See, I was hoping it was like spam or like fake. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
And when I got home, I got a voicemail, and it's. The voicemail said, I used to have the recording. I got a new phone, though, and I lost it. But he was like, "Hey, Kyle, it's Ron Rigoli again. You really shouldn't have done that. So give me a call back before 4 p.m. or I'm going to make an example out of you."
Whoa.
And, this is Blizzard Entertainment we're talking about. So
yeah,
I got a little nervous, and I called him back. I'm like, "Dude, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why are you calling me?" You know what I mean? He's like, "Well, are you making money off our game?" I I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? So it was like, I didn't even know, because I mean, there's like a ton of other companies doing the same thing, but you know, they were all based in China, Russia, Italy.
Right. Yeah.
And sure as shit, I was the one USA guy, so they came after me somewhat hard.
So, okay, cool. So you were into that. It seems like you're a tattoo guy. I got quite a few on here, but when did you get into that game, and is it all over, or is it you just got it on the chest?
No, I got it on my arm. I have the sleeve. I have Chicago right here. You got to rep the city. And
you'll never leave Chicago. Love it, man.
Nice city.
Like, take me here. You know what I mean?
Okay, so then I got to ask that you have the Chicago. We call it's Shy City Locals is Andre and I's team. We need a kick-ass player, trader on the team that's going to help get us out of this little rut that I put us in. We'll talk offline, but we may be wanting to recruit you because I think it's kind of fun having teams. And since you're Shy City, it's called Shy City Locals. And since you are a local there, and also it comes from the trading pit trading world of locals. So I may be talking to you about that and seeing. I don't want you to turn me down on air right now if you don't want to do it. But I'm going to talk to you about that. We may want to recruit you because we need some help over here. So so anything else that you want to share with anybody out here that's kind of like new to trading or where you were and then what they got to stay focused on?
Yeah. But first, I do want to say that, you know, teamwork makes the dream work. Just like you said, like people that stick together tend to do better. That's why I always have a partner in my companies. You know, like I have my partner Jordan. So I do believe teamwork makes the dream work. So we will talk about that later. But as far as trading goes, it's the odds are against you always. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to look at things. Like, you know, you can't be right 100% of the time. It's literally impossible. So you got to look at everything, you know, with a not 50, but you got to look at like probabilities, right? So like for example, this high of the day right here, you know, the liquidity wants to push back up there. And then once we get, you know, right here-ish, you know, I'd say there's literally a 50% chance that we're going to, boom, missile up or come right back down and hit this liquidity line again. And, you know, another 50% chance that we're going to break right through. You know what I mean?
Yep. So
like peaks and lows, I'd say, you know, usually it's a 50-50 chance. You know, is it going to break through or is it not? You know, like other patterns, like maybe like a bull pennant. I think I saw one earlier that, you know, I saw was forming. I'm like, okay, bull pennants, you know, in my mind, you know, they're slightly better than 50%, like 60, maybe 70%. That you know, it's going to shoot to the upside. So what I would do for new beginners is kind of, you know, make sure you're charting your pivot points first of all, so you know where, you know, liquidity is, and you know where potential sweep could happen, and then just, you know, just play like a probability. Like, okay, it's not breaking through. There's a giant sweep. Okay, so like, you know, that's done for it. Like if it sweeps back down to here, you know, what are you going to do? Or did you already have your stop loss over here? Or, you know, are you going to hold for the potential, you know, what is that, $37 move down? You know what I mean? So,
hey, Kyle, let's talk about that. What would you do if that did happen? What would you do?
So, I mean, if I wasn't up, you know, on the day, like $30,000 right now, first of all, I won't get in a trade when it's at a breaking point. You know what I mean? And if I do, like I did do that the other day, actually, my stop loss is gonna be so fucking tight. You know what I mean? So like if it's at this level right here, I might get in right here, right on this red line right here.
That is tight.
Okay, and then
you use red so everyone can see.
Is literally gonna be like right there. Yeah.
That tight, huh?
Okay, so go ahead. I want you to finish this.
Like I want to get in just before it touches that line, just because that's just how I like to do it. And then I'm gonna keep my stop loss super tight. Yeah.
All right, cool. Anything around your trading
I know what Michael wants to talk about.
Oh yeah, okay. I always kind of I don't end with this, but without going like going to jail with this or anything like that, what's the worst thing you've ever done in your life?
Oh my God, he really asked. Would you really ask that again?
I just, you don't know. I could say the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I don't know.
I ain't answering. Dude, you don't have to answer that, Kyle. This is the internet. This is
I like to put people in a really bad spot because you're like, holy shit, I don't know what I could say and can't say. So if you can't say anything, you can pass.
Say you broke a trading screen. You punched a trading screen. We'll move on.
That's what, yeah, it could be anything. I'm not telling you. Yeah, go to where you, yes.
Actually, I've never punched my screen from trading, but I have broken like my desk and stuff like that from like Call of Duty and like other games.
Okay.
That pisses you off more than trading, huh?
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Some games just piss me off more than trading for sure. But the worst thing, I can't really. I mean, I've been to jail.
Okay.
And
well, you got punished for that one, so you learned your lesson. What about what that you did learn? You learned your lesson from.
And
We're ripping high. Hey, we're ripping higher here, guys. Just so you know. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
We're ripping high.
Yeah.
Oprah, right?
I think we're gonna pump hard as fuck in the afternoon, and like, I think this is just like the stocks like to mess with our heads. So I think that's what's happening here. I don't think we're gonna go sideways the whole day. I'm really hoping for a break up, obviously, but we're gonna break here soon. I have a feeling.
Well, you and me are both cheerleading this same position. All right. Well, thanks for jumping on. We're going to watch this trade play out, guys. Hold on, Kyle. Can you give us what's your out? Is it a profit or is it a level?
You want to see my out?
Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah, where do you got this sucker?
Oh my God! Look at how far he's
Jesus,
scrolling.
quit
Look at how
scrolling
far
up
he's
so
scrolling
far,
up.
dude.
What is that? The stratosphere? 15. Oh, what?
I want a 200-point day.
Oh my God, Kyle! I love how you roll. I love how you roll.
Next time you're in Chicago, come hang out. I don't know if you come back or come back to the States.
Yeah.
We'll have a meetup. But so you think this market has more room to the upside or downside for today?
I think more room up. I'm just bullish. It's been a bullish sentiment all day.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about is NASDAQ likes to go up 1-2% a day. Usually it doesn't go up more than that.
Yeah,
We're
good call.
We're somewhat close to that, I think. Honestly, I don't even know how much we're up right now. Do you guys have a percentage by any chance on NASDAQ?
1.5.
1.5-ish almost.
1.45 in the NASDAQ.
Yeah.
So I mean that's what gets me nervous.
Well,
yeah. If it gets to 2%, I'll be looking for a reversal sometimes. But
Sure.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
For sure. Well, I know that the chat really loves you, and don't be a stranger around here. You're more than welcome to come back and update us how your trading journey is going. I know that people love you. Our team loves you. And you're backed by popular demand, man. So keep kicking ass trading, and it's really good you can be part of this.
Yeah, keep hitting. I mean, I always tell people keep jabbing away, but man, keep hitting those home runs. They look damn good on you. So, all right, cool. You have a good one. I'm rooting on that position. I'm in it as well. And we'll see if that 100 handles higher works out. I'm trading for scratch today, but great chatting with you, Andre. Anything left on your tank?
No, man, that was a pleasure. It's nice meeting you for the first time. We were really interested in listening to you the first time, so let's keep trading well, and hopefully you get back here soon.
Yeah. All right, Kyle, my friend. We'll see you, buddy.
Thank you guys.
All right.
I love you guys too, by the way, and the chat.
Shy
love
City.
you, man. You're a star. You're a rock star around here, dude.
All right. You take care, buddy. We'll see you.